All right, so I went to go edit this video the other night, and during the editing I figured out that I had yet to make an intro for this video, so I thought I'd do that real quick. So the video you guys are about to see is something that I've wanted to do for a while, and basically, you know, over the course of the year, and I always get people commenting, and they're telling me, you know, hey, I would love to get into trapping, I would love to do this kind of stuff, but you know, between work, family, whatever, I don't have the time to run a big line. And you know, basically I wanted to prove that it doesn't take a big line to produce fur, because I you know, the people that are asking me and writing me, you know, they always say, hey, I want to do this, you know, but I don't want to invest the money and everything else if I'm only going to be able to run, you know, a dozen sets. Now, that being said, a dozen sets will get you a long way. So what I did was I made my own version of a YouTube challenge, and basically I did the 5-set challenge. So this video that you're about to see takes place the first week of our trapping season here. And what I did was, the very first week, I put out 5 sets, and I ran those sets for 1 week. And you guys are gonna see what 5 sets in good locations can produce. All I did was run 5 sets, that's it. I ran 4 dog proofs and 1 1.5 in a pocket set. And I put them in good locations, and you guys will see. You guys will see that even though you run few amount of sets, if you take the time, put them in good locations, you can still produce a good amount of fur. And I hope you guys enjoy this video. It was fun to make. We're gonna call it the 5-set challenge, and I hope it'll show you, you know, or give you guys that are kind of on the fence about, you know, spending the money, getting into this trapping game, that you know, it's well worth it, even if you're not able to run a big line. So with that being said, guys, I've got this nice coon here behind me. I'm gonna get him taken care of, and enjoy the video. All right, guys, so welcome to the 2019-2020 season here. As you can see, we got a kind of a miserable start here. It's real windy, spitting rain, you know, but that's not going to stop me from setting out a few sets here. So anyway, out here today I'm running just a few sets, just a real small coon line, no canines yet. I'm basically just taking care of the people that's called me over the summer with pest problems, you know, critter problems. So anyway, getting started out with that. So we come up to the first set here. You can see we've got this nicely colored up coon here. All right, so just dispatched this critter. I always get a lot of questions about remakes. On the coons especially, the way I'm doing this, I do not worry at all about disturbance. I don't worry about moving the set. I don't worry about anything. I don't worry about the blood from the dispatch, nothing. All I do is I remove the critter, I reset the trap, I bait the trap, and I move on. And it takes no time at all. I've seen no ill effects by doing it this way. You don't need to move the set. I don't worry about the blood. Nothing. Actually, you can see it's raining out here. This coon, he's all muddy. So now that I've got the water right here, take him and kind of rinse him off. Be about my way. Don't worry about the blood. If you want to take and wash the water up and move it away, that's fine. I personally don't think it makes any bit of difference. So I always get a lot of questions regarding that, but this is all you need. Real simple. We're on to the next set, guys. It's getting dark. So we're just down the creek a ways. Same piece of property here. Like I said, this is more of just kind of a pest control problem. Naturally, it's during the trapping season, but you know, I do get a lot of people that call me throughout the year. So normally I try to take care of them, you know, pretty quick into the season. Same simple, very simple set here. We're down in this same creek. I'm just up the ways, probably 100 yards. There's an old kind of a bridge situation. It's falling in right there. and it's just a travel way. This is kind of a dry creek bank. As I said, on this property, I'm running all dog proof due to the fact that the homeowner has, you know, they have cats and other critters that I don't really want to catch in footholds. So anyway, you can see this is my toggle here. I had a dog proof. Come here, buddy. I had a dog proof there, sitting right there in the creek. We got a little possum. You know, so what I'm gonna do with this possum is I've got a live cage in the back of my truck. I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna release it elsewhere. I've got no reason to be killing these critters. They're not worth anything at all, and you know, but I do want to get them out away from the this homeowner's area, because you know, the coons and the possums, they're the ones that's getting in the barn and getting in the feed and everything else. So anyway, just wanted to show that. Like I said, you know, this is the kind of stuff that gets me permission, though, doing these kind of things. You know, for me, permission's hard to get. So just another catch here. I am, you know, if you count that double set up there, I'm 2 for 3 so far this year. So set on signs, set in good locations, and you know, pretty quick start to the season. I didn't even change out of my work clothes into my work boots already. So all right, so we're still checking sets here this evening. I've got about another 15-20 minutes before it gets dark. Try to get you guys in a few catches here in the daylight. So we're at a new location here. Similar situation here. Running just the creeks, the travel ways, running dog proofs just for coons. So this guy right here, that's a big old boar coon there. Maybe a big female, but it's a big coon nonetheless. So anyway, very simple, you know, set here. You can see just got this little, you can call it a creek, you can call it a ditch, whatever. Got a little water in it, but nothing real special here. I've got a dog proof that I've got fence stapled off to that tree root there, and I had just right there, and you can see there's the coon right there. Real nice coon. So anyway, I'll get this guy taken care of here, and I'll show you the remake. I'll try to do a little bit more showing remakes this year. A lot of people want to see it, so but you know, like I said, it's the way I trap. There's not a lot of science to it. Keep it simple, stupid is the best way that I can say to do this kind of I guess I'll call it speed trapping. You know, I'm always under the gun with daylight and everything else, you know, working as much as I do, you know, working full time, which is a lot of what you guys do too, I know. So, you know, don't put a lot of effort. You keep good, simple sets, and, you know, they produce. There's the coon right there. So just checking a few sets here down in this creek. This creek here's got real high banks, so I set the high bank and the low bank here. Got this real nice big coon here in a dog proof, just tied off to this toggle here, and it was just set down here in this creek bank. You can see there's just it's littered with coon tracks. So you know, definitely gonna reset this. We'll catch a couple more out of here, but you know, prime example, easy catch here. Just another one to add to the pile. So get this guy taken care of, and I'm gonna move on and finish checking here before it gets too awful dark. Okay, so as I've showed before, you know, resets are no big deal. Actually, closer inspection, this coon didn't even take the bait out of the hole. The bait and the grass is still there, so we don't even need to rebait. I'm just going to simply remove the trap, and we'll just reset it here. Bring it down to night latch, and I always put the trap, bring you closer here, but I always put the trap right in front of the hole. So we'll just, right there's the trap. We're just gonna guard that hole with that trap. All right, so we're down here checking sets today. Down here in this creek, it's kind of a point that comes out in this creek, and you can see here, You can see right there, we've got a nice coon. He's getting a dog proof, and I had this set just right here on a toggle, so he made it about 8 feet with that toggle. And then over here, just about, I don't know, 20 feet away, we've got a nice looking skunk, and he's armed and dangerous here. And he come around to the other way. All right, so there's that nice skunk. He's got good white stripes. These are the best ones. A lot of people question me on skunks. I love catching them. They're one of the few critters that are a very consistent sell year after year. That's a good one. I like the ones with the good white stripes. They seem to sell better. So gonna get this guy taken care of here, and we'll move on. So there's a double for you. We've got a skunk and a coon, and we'll see what else we have down the line. So anyway, I just wanted to show this. I didn't make a catch at this particular location, basically because we got rain all night last night. So the critters just didn't run. But I wanted to show this because I get a lot of questions regarding the way that I stake, especially my small game, you know, coon line and stuff. Over the past few years, I'd say 3 years, I've been slowly migrating more towards the fence staples, as many of you guys have seen in my videos. And I'm up to a point this year where I'm staking, you know, well over 90% of all my coon sets with 2-inch barbed fence staples. For one, it's super quick, it's super easy to do. It takes no time. You're not sitting there trying to find good, solid soil. You know, a lot of times whenever I'm trapping coons, I'm trapping them in real sandy soil. This is all situational. So where I live in the Midwest, we get a ton of rain throughout the trapping season, the fall and the winter. So our creek levels, they fluctuate quite a bit. And as many of you know, you know, a lot of times a coon's not gonna travel very far for bait. You gotta set right on sign, put it in front of his face, especially this is important with dog proofs. So by using these toggles and fence staples in conjunction, you know, you can toggle off also, you know, with a snare loop or anything else. But by doing the way that I'm doing, let me just show you what I've got here. So this creek right here used to be nothing more than a trickle. After all the rain, you can see it's really a flowing. Now this green stick right here, you can see my trap is right here. It was washed downstream last night. It's not set off. It didn't make a catch, but it was set just right there. Now obviously if I had a trap that was staked here, it would be out of commission unless I pull the set, restake it, and everything else. You know, or I just leave it until the water levels go down. None of those situations are near as easy as simply taking this toggle, moving it over, and putting my trap up on dry ground. So all I've got to do now is move that toggle over to dry ground. My trap still set. Now these coons are going to run right there along the water's edge until this water recedes. I will bait that. As the water recedes, I'll just simply move the trap closer and closer to the water. So anyway, like I said, guys, just one little way, you know, kind of be more efficient, make things happen quicker on the line. This is one of them. So we're checking sets today here again. Like I said, still running a small line, so you guys are going to kind of see the same sets over and over, you know, as they produce. But anyway, this is the set here that this is the set that I showed you, that by using my toggles and being able to move, you know, the trap up and out of the water, it benefits. So, you know, this is the very next day. As you can see, the waters went right back down. The trap was way up there, but because I kept it working, it produced that nice coon. So, you know, if I would have had it hard staked and not been able to get at it, or, you know, some other situation where I just would have said, hey, you know, I'll just leave it till tomorrow, well, I'd have lost that critter. So anyway, That's a nice big boar coon. They're getting good size this year. So anyway, I'm going to take care of this guy and then we'll move on. So this little guy here, we're gonna let this little guy go, but I just wanted to show this because this is another one of the sets that, you know, because of the way I anchored this and because of the way I toggled this set, it was able to still work although the creek level was high. You know, now if this had been a big boar coon, it'd have been totally worth it. You know, nonetheless, we made a catch. You know, but you've always got to remember that the more you can keep your traps working, the better. And you know, the critters do not run every single night. You know, that's just a simple fact. And there's different nights as you go through the years, you'll kind of see it. So for instance, the other night we had rain all night, very heavy rain. Those critters did not move that night, so they didn't eat, essentially. You know, they stayed stowed up. Last night was the night after that. So you know, if you're able to adapt like I did, adapt to the high water, you know they're still gonna run. And you know, it's proven so. You know, some of my sets that I had staked hard, they were blowed out, they didn't make a catch, but the ones that I had moved up in this situation, you know, they're making catches. You know, I haven't been filming them all, but of course, you know, you can see. So this little bitty guy here, we're gonna let him go. I urge you guys, you know, it's neat to make a catch, and if you want to put up your own fur, you know, that's one thing. But you know, this little coon here, he's not gonna bring any money. You know, he's very tiny, he's rusty colored. You know, let the guy go. You know, you don't have to keep everything you catch, kind of deal. So all right, so we're gonna let this guy go here. All you need to do is just restrain him. Come here, little guy. He's gonna make some noise, but he'll be okay. We're not hurting him. There he goes. Go on, little guy. Go on. There you go. There he goes. You know, that's one cool thing about doing this is you can let the critters go that need to be let go. You know, so he's happy, he's fine. You know, there's no foot damage at all with this kind of stuff. You know, so he's gonna go up and maybe we'll catch him in a couple of years whenever he's worth something. But all I gotta do now is reset this trap and we'll be on our way. Simple as that. On to the next one. Well, I'm always keeping an eye out whenever I'm checking, you know, these areas. You can see, you know, the area around me, an old kind of washout, just kind of a dump. And the last storm revealed this cool brick. WC Company, culvert block, patented May 21st, 1901. And it's in pretty much pristine shape. I'm always kind of on the lookout for things of that nature. And just kind of something cool you come across being out here on the line. So I've got another catch here at this site. This is what, the second catch in 3 days, and the one day you know, we had torrential rain. So this set's definitely producing. Nothing real fancy about this set here. It's just on a point there, and we stuck a dog proof in it. And I'm looking over here and I see quite a few more tracks. So you know, there's definitely probably a couple more here. So anyway, this is a good sized coon here. We're gonna take this guy, get him taken care of, and then we're gonna move on. But you know, there's not a lot to say whenever you keep these sets real simple. Here it is, they produce, and we're moving on. So we're back here checking a few sets. Back here at this one pocket set. Like I said, this is I don't have very many sets out, but you know, the few sets that I've got out in real good locations. and these sets just keep producing. So you can see here we've got another real nice coon back at this little pocket set. I think this is the 5th or 6th coon, and this will be a week. This is a week check. This is a Sunday, and I set these on a Sunday. So this set has produced almost every day. We had rain one day and it was flooded out. So other than the flood out day, this set's produced every single day. All right, guys, so we're gonna finish this video here up in the first shed. So real quick, guys, if you guys enjoy these kinds of videos, take 1 second, hit that like button for me. As many of you noticed, this year I'm trying to upload more, quote, YouTube friendly videos. And by you guys taking a second, hitting that like button, it really does help me. A lot of my videos get demonetized. And, you know, this just helps me with the algorithms that YouTube has. It just kind of helps spread these videos around. So real quick, we'll just kind of wrap up here. So in this video, I just wanted to really portray the fact that with a limited number of equipment, limited number of sets, limited time, as you guys saw, I wasn't even changing into my hip boots whenever I was checking these. A lot of these sets I was rolling up, jumping right out of my truck, checking the sets and moving on due to the lack of daylight. So, you know, this is something that everybody can do. It didn't take, you know, a ton of money to go out and buy this equipment to catch this stuff. You know, 5 sets is something that I think everybody can get into, even if you're just kind of dabbling in it and trying with it. It definitely can be done. So anyway, obviously I wasn't able to show all the catches that I made throughout the week, but just kind of give you an idea. The totals for this week of trapping, I ran those 5 sets, 4 dog proofs and one pocket set for 1 week. I ended up catching 21 coon, 4 possums, and 2 skunks. So, you know, those aren't great numbers by any means, but at the same time, those are decent numbers. This is kind of what you guys can expect by putting, you know, a small amount of sets in good locations. And I really want to stress that because all the locations that I set, they caught multiple times during this week because they were in good locations. And so if you're limited to the amount of sets that you have to make, take some time, definitely set on sign, kind of think about where your sets are going to be placed, and you know, you'll be pleased with the outcome. So anyway, guys, these are some of the catches from this week. I've got a few more here to put up. I'm gonna get to it. Like I said, if you guys would hit that like button, it really does help. I'm gonna leave you guys to it. I appreciate the view, and until next time, guys, thank you.